Hi, my name is Jacqui Malpass, and just a little bit about me. What keeps me going is people and their stories. I have such a love of listening to people and what happens around other people's lives, and helping them to create books and stories and stuff out of them. And one of the things that I've set myself as a task is to try and inspire 1 million people to write their life stories. So if I can start with you, that would be perfect. I have a beautiful dog called Ferdy, who's my absolute baby. Just adore getting outside with him and walking around the countryside and playing with him. He usually sneaks up on the bed in the early hours of the morning, and I just can't help but give him a cuddle. I do just so adore him. My partner's called Richard, and he is totally my cornerstone, so down to earth and just so very supportive of everything that I'm trying to do. He might not understand it sometimes, but he's absolutely fabulous. Mum lives in Spain. Mum is incredibly creative. She paints some beautiful paintings, and I got her to start writing a few years ago, so there is no stopping her. She's on her fourth book. My brother and his family live in the UK, and probably about a 4-hour drive from me, and it's not close enough. And then lots of other family and friends all dotted around, and when I can, I just I try and keep in touch with as many people as I can. So people are a really important part of my life. I recently as well took up knitting, and a friend of mine who I'm also in business with asked me if I could knit. I knew it was a loaded question, and hadn't knitted for 30 odd years, and I've ended up making a number of bears for the Bears You Care project. And this is Juan Carlos, and this is Dicky Sparky Bear, and you'll find out more about them on some other videos that I'm making. So I believe that we're all on a journey. I think that everybody that we meet is pre-contracted to be on that journey with us, and it's up to us what we do with this life and this journey. And I feel incredibly blessed to have the people on the journey with me that I do. So what do? I'm a writer, blogger and book coach. I began writing for business in the 90s, so all that was kind of like business reports and proposals and stuff like that, and then latterly became websites and blogs and bits and pieces like that. In around the late 90s, I started to journal. And then out of journaling, I started to turn those into what I call creative life stories. So you take something that's happened in real life and you write a short creative story around it, changing the ending and getting the outcome that you actually really wanted. And I've taken that into my coaching. I do have some fiction on the go. I tend to write a lot of how-tos. I've written a couple of marketing how-to books. I've written books on nutrition, a book on journaling. I'm writing more books on journaling, and I've currently got a book on how to do memoirs and life writing, also on the go. The reason I don't write fiction on a regular basis is that I need peace. I need a different kind of energy than the energy that I have at home. And luckily I have a house in Spain, which we're in the process of doing up, and at some point in the future I'll have that to take people to do some coaching with them. It's in the mountains. It's got such a beautiful energy. So when I'm there, I do a little bit of fiction. Other stuff that I do business writing, business blogging, and I work with a marketing communications company, M&M Communications, and myself and Mariana help people to get the word out, raise their voice above all the noise that's going on. And so I absolutely love that as well. So I help people write a range of business books to support their workshops or seminars or coaching, that sort of thing. And then the rest of my time I do book coaching with people who want to use writing as a way to heal. I find writing incredibly cathartic, and you don't have to publish a book. you can write it just for you. And the other thing is if you're writing about someone in your family. So, you know, imagine if your grandparents have had an incredible life, but nobody's taken the time to listen to them, and you don't want those stories to die when they die. So it's helping people to write that. And what I often find is when people say that they want to write a book, they have the idea that they're going to publish, and then actually as they go through that journey they realise that what they'll end up doing is probably just, you know, self-publishing it for friends and family, but they needed to do that to move to a new chapter of their life. So it's I either get people who have had fairly traumatic, challenging lives, or people who've led fairly interesting lives. And I always try to encourage people, you know, it really doesn't matter if you publish or not, as long as you actually write and get your story out. And if you're doing it to heal, that you've actually used that as an expression, to be able to reflect, and then be able to move on to that new chapter. So I love all of that. You know, I love variety and change and difference. And I love it when I'm sitting with anybody, whether they want to write a business book or a blog or a book to heal. I love helping them find those ideas. It just kind of really floats my boat and gets me up in the morning. So why did I join this 30-day challenge? I am forever taking myself out of my comfort zone and trying new things. I'm one of these incredibly irritating people. I'm a bit of a techno geek. And I see this new piece of technology and I think, right, yes, wonderful, must get my clients to do it. And I take my little video camera out with me in my handbag when I go to visit clients, and I say, you must do a video. Video is so powerful. And then I never do it myself. So, you know, big slap on the wrist for that. So I'm doing the 30-day business challenge so that I can share what I've got in what is turning out to be an incredibly powerful way. I've already talked to a hotel about their lack of facilities for women through video. I did a video on yesterday on my way back from the Women Inspiring Women's Awards, and that was just impromptu and brilliant and in the car. So I'm just absolutely adoring it. And I'd really encourage anybody who's never tried videoing to try one of the 30-day business challenges. It really is very inspiring and really moves you out of your comfort zone. So if you want to know more about me, I have a number of websites. There's JacquiMalpass.com. There is AMillionStoriesProject.com, which again is about writing but also has competitions on. And I have a website called Writing for Change, which is mostly about journaling. So please go to the websites, find out more about me, and get out of your comfort zone and try something different. Thank you.